Hello guys, in this video I will show you a new shimmerlinn PvP build. It uses 2 pieces of Bangwood of Ice. Damage dealt to enemies suffering from your continual damage effect increased by 15%. So every time you cause a damage overtime effect on an enemy, you will get 15% increased damage to that enemy. And because we are not using Mystic Strike, we are using Reaching Rebuke, like a Palm. And Palm will bleed the enemies if you hit them. That is damage overtime effect. So if you hit them with a Palm, before you start fighting them, you will get 15% damage increase. Same thing with Wave of Light. If you hit them with Wave of Light, they will start burning and you will get 15% damage increase from this set. You should also use either Seeping Bile or Everlasting Torment to get a bleed or a poison effect. So you can effectively have this set on all the time when you fight. We are also using Gloomsquid Price that increases your damage done by 15% for 3 seconds after using a dash skill, and also critical hit chance by 22.5% when you have 4 pieces on. Now on the legendaries, we are using Reaching Rebuke to get a dash on the Palm and to be more evasive with that one. We are also using Crippling Insight to get 1 increased dash, because this is our main movement or mobility aka dodge skill, and this makes the PvP a lot easier as a monk. Then we use Intervening Love to get another dash, and Enlightenment's Blessing to get a 25% movement speed for the Shield of Zen. And of course Shimmerlinn, because it's Wave of Light build. And because we are not using Mystic Strike, we are using Chastising Radiance to get 19% increased damage on the Wave of Light. So now we get 18% from Shimmerlinn, we get 19% from Radiance, we get 15% from Gloomsquid, and we get 15% from Bangwood of Ice. So we basically have almost 70% increased damage on our Wave of Light. So let's go check out this awesome match I had with this build, while I explain how I use this build and how to get the most out of this build. So let's start with the thing why I'm not using Mystic Strike like every other Shimmerlinn build usually does. Well, firstly, it has longer cooldown than Flying Kick or Palm. It does a knockback, which is good. I've used it and I did like the extra CC and the extra combo potential you get out of Mystic Strike. And the range is nice. But my problem with that is that you do not have iframes on it like you do with a Palm. And I really like to use Fist of Thunder Dash followed up with a Flying Kick combo. It does a lot of damage and it has a lower cooldown, so I don't really want to get rid of Flying Kick or Palm. And when we are not using Mystic Strike, we get the Chastising Radiance that gives almost 20% increased damage on the Wave of Light. It has a bit less one combo potential, but the survivability will go up a lot just because of the Palm. Plus of course your Wave of Light does more damage. Now, how do you get the most out of this build? You should try to hit them with the Palm first, and after you hit them with the Palm, I either use a Fist of Thunder followed up with a Flying Kick, or if I know I'm gonna be in trouble, if I don't CC them right away, I try to use Flying Kick first, then use Wave of Light, and then follow it up with Palm, either to evade damage or just get out of there. And in a group fights, the Palm comes really handy because you can land behind the enemies, drop Wave of Light, either use Flying Kick to CC them or use a Palm to land a different location and use the Wave of Light again, which makes targeting you really hard. Now you can almost do the same with Mystic Strike, but the problem is if there's even one pillar or someone just uses some CCs, when you try to use it, you will get CC'd. while with the palm you have the iframe and you dodge anything that is thrown at you. Of course you can still be CC'd after you drop down with the palm and use the wave of light, but as you can see here, it's kind of hard. You need to be really precise to CC you when you land on the enemies. And you kinda get the damage back because you can use the Chastise Radiance to get 19% increased damage on the Wave of Light. And here you can also see how I survived this unsurvivable fight with the Barbarian just by juking him out and going on the different direction with the Palm. So in my opinion, Palm is one of the best skills you can have as a monk if you like to survive. If you just want damage, then the Palm is probably not the best one, but the survivability from the Palm is just too good to pass by, in my opinion. And you get to be aggressive like there, I get away in a bad fight too. So there is just no way I'm not using the Palm, because you can play so aggressive with it. You can just jump in, CC someone, jump again somewhere and just rotate, and when you don't have the skills, you can get away with the Palm. It's just too good in my opinion. You do lose some damage, but the mobility and the iframes you get from it is just on another level. And to be honest, this is the main skill why I like to play Monk so much. So I'm just never gonna get rid of it in PvP. I will definitely try other builds that doesn't have it, but my main go-to is going to be the Palm. And probably also the Flying Kick, because I just so much enjoy the combo when you can use Fist of Thunder's dash and follow up that with a Flying Kick. It works so well in so many builds. You can CC them after that if you are using Imprisoned Fist build, or you can use Wave of Light to do more damage and then rotate away with a Palm, because the CC is gonna end and they probably try to do something to you, but if you use Palm, well, they're just gonna waste the skills and then you can do some other combos too after that. Now, thank you for watching all the way here. I really do appreciate it. And we just hit 2000 subscribers, which is incredibly awesome. So thank you guys a lot. Now, if this video is helpful for you, please hit that like button. And if you aren't already subscribed, if you wanna see more content like this, please consider subscribing.